Yeah, and when it came to the new generation era thing that we were talking about before, that's something I had to watch once I got older. Once we got like a WWE Network to where I can go back and find all this stuff, and obviously YouTube too, and then now Peacock. Finding a lot of Bret Hart's matches because, like I said, he was one of the first people that I saw. Same thing with Kurt Hennig. He was one of the first people I saw. Getting to go back and see some of their matches, getting to watch a lot of the tag matches, uh, either with the British Bulldogs, which I was a really big fan of once I started to get to see more of their stuff, and then and knowing the influence that the British Bulldogs have on some of the people that I'm in the same locker room with, which is great. Obviously with Harry Smith being in the same locker room, and then with Nick Aldis having a big amount of influence from Dynamite Kid and his moveset that you can see. He's actually told me that directly. He's like, "Yeah, some of my moves here. You see the spot that I do here. This is a Dynamite Kid spot right here. This is
Very
why I do
cool.
it."
Very
And
cool.
then surprisingly, this is not exactly the most popular pick when it comes to tag team wrestling. I guess this is one of those things that you call your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler, right? Uh, I loved watching the Rougeau brothers in the Killer Bees. Love watching those matches, going up against anybody, especially with I think it was the Killer Bees against the Hart Foundation. A very old match, and that's when I really started my deep dive into a lot of tag team wrestling, especially from the new generation era, and a lot of people that exist around that time.
Do you find yourself more drawn to tag team wrestling, or do you have a healthy appreciation for both?
Well, I found myself more drawn to tag team wrestling when I first started, just because my best friend, he was Migs on NWA television, right? Whenever he came in, Miguel Robles, he actually got me into professional wrestling in the first place. It was kind of just one conversation we had after he had a bad breakup with a girl. And I mean, the fortunate news was that they got back together afterwards. But we kind of made the dedication to do this wrestling thing together. Now, unfortunately, it didn't work out when it came to doing the wrestling thing together at first. Eventually, found each other again when it came to the world of professional wrestling. Uh, we ended up getting trained in two different places. So he got trained by Lance Storm, the Storm Wrestling Academy, a fantastic academy, and that was originally the plan. Whenever we were talking about, oh, we're gonna go get trained together, we're gonna be the world's greatest tag team, yada yada yada. Unfortunately, I did not take that same path, and I guess it's unfortunately and fortunately
Yeah,
because if I
things have
did
worked out
take
pretty
that same
well.
path, oh yeah, definitely.